So, what's the difference between native Japanese speakers and advanced non-native Japanese speakers? 今日はその疑問についてお答えします。よろしくお願いします。Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm an online Japanese tutor. Today, I'm gonna share the tips how you can sound like native Japanese speakers. I'm gonna explain in Japanese, so if you don't understand, I'll recommend to use the subtitles. では、行ってみましょう。Let's go! これは誰しもが思うことだと思います。どうやったら日本人みたいに喋れるようになるのか。そこでまず、日本語と英語の違いについてお話をします。高コンテクストと低コンテクスト文化の違い。高コンテクスト、ハイコンテクスト、つまり文脈が高い？
Hey Nick, I'm already confused.
大丈夫です。これからわかりやすく説明します。高コンテクスト、つまり高度な文脈を使うという文化です。例えば、
I went to a supermarket to buy some food.
でも日本人は
スーパー行ってきた。
I went to supermarket. これが違いの一つです。具体的に話さない。これが高コンテクストです。一方、英語では to buy some food。スーパーマーケットで何をしたのか具体的に話をします。これが低コンテクストです。日本は高コンテクスト文化。つまり、お互いの共通認識によってわざわざ言語化、verbalize をしないということです。Nick, I still don't understand. Okay, I'm done with the difficult topic. What I was trying to say is simplify the context. Like the example, I went to a supermarket to buy some food. スーパーマーケット、つまりスーパーには食料品が置いてあるからです。食料品を買うためにスーパーに行くので、It's unnecessary to tell the details unless they ask you. So, you got the difference between Japanese and English. And now, here's the tips to sound like native Japanese speaker. Tip number 1. Use filler. For example,
そうだな。
watch this video if you want to hear how the native Japanese speakers use the fillers in the real conversation. Tip number 2. Try not to put the subject in the sentence except at the beginning. What do I mean by that? So, for example, in English, I went to this supermarket yesterday and I saw a guy who's obviously trying to steal their product, so I kept an eye on him. But I realized that he's actually trying to buy a feminine niche, so that's why he was suspicious. So I kept monitoring him because I was so curious that he's gonna actually buy the feminine niche or not, and he did. I wonder what he's gonna use that for. But in Japanese, 俺昨日スーパー行ってきたんだけど、そこで誰かが万引きしようとしてる人がいてさ、だからずっと見てたんだけど、その人実は女性用のかゆみ止め見ててさ、だから怪しかったんだと思って、その人が本当にその女性用のかゆみ止めを買うかずっと見てたんだけど、結果買ったんだよ。何に使うんだろうね。This is it. And did you realize the English sentence are longer than Japanese sentence? This is a good example of the difference between high context and low context culture. Tip number 3. Learn the basic formula and make a lot of sound during the conversation. For example, when they listen to you,
わかる。わかる。
when something rings your bell,
そうだよな。そうね。そうそう。
when you strongly agree what they say, When you want to say something during the conversation,
でも、なんか、ちょっと待って。
when you don't agree to what they say,
でもなんか、ちょっとなんか、
things like this. Last tip. This might be a little nerdish, but know the politeness culture. You might have heard Japanese are humble. Is this just because they're shy? Well, this is so-called politeness culture. What does that mean? An honorific expression of consideration for maintaining a good relationship between you and the other person. So, when one of your colleagues done something big at work and you say, "Well done, they're definitely raising your money." And she says, "Thanks." But in Japan, "Well done, they're definitely raising your money." No, I didn't do anything. If you say, "Thanks," in the kind of these situations, the other Japanese people feel like you're selfish or bossy. So this culture gap is gonna make you minority or isolated. So pay attention to their reaction is the key. Alright guys, if you think this video was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and leave a comment if you got any questions about Japanese language, culture, history, and also video content requests. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Arigatou!